Hi, great. Hi, students. We're going to continue now by application on integrals. First of all, suppose big f of x is a primitive of f of x. You all know it means that integral of f of x equal big f of x. And if you want to put two boundaries a and b, you're going to get integral from a till b, which is f of x dx equal big f of x, but since we have boundaries, we do it as f of b minus big f of b minus big f of a. And if I'm going to take the f of a to the other side, like here, so you're going to say f of b, the bigger one here that you have, equal from a till b of small f of x integrand. This is called integrand. This is the primitive. This is a small, this is biggest, plus big f of a, this one here. So to write the property here when we're going to use it, so we put f of the upper limit equal integral from a till b, the integrand of the primitive, plus big f of a. Like this example, given f prime of x equal to f of x, what does it mean? It means integral of small f of x equal big f of x. And given that from 2 till 5 of f of x dx is minus 10, and they gave us big f of 2 equal to 3. So what does this mean? It means integral from 2 till 5 of f of x dx is nothing else, because this is a primitive, f of 5 minus f of 2. This is given, which is minus 10, and f of 2 is 3. So f of 5 will be 3 minus 10, which is minus 7. Another example by graphical. In this graph, in this example, given the graph of f of x, this is a small f of x, given big f of x prime equal f of x. What does it mean? We said it means this is integral of small f of x dx equal the primitive, which is big f of x. They gave us a particular case f big f of minus 3 equal to 7, not small f of minus 3. Small f of minus 3, this is the curve small f of x. I want the primitive. So suppose the primitive is 7 at minus 3. I want to evaluate first of all of these. So let me start by integral from minus 3 till 7 of f of x. What does this mean graphically? Since they didn't ask me about primitive f of a point, big f of a point, they want only the integral from minus 3 till 7 of f of x dx. Graphically, this means the area bounded between f of x, this is f of x, the x-axis that we have, and the two lines from minus 3 till 7. So since I have part below and part above, so I do each part alone. So let us go and see how we solve it. I want integral from minus 3 till 7. So I start from minus 3 till minus 1 first. So the area is base times height over 2, but it is negative. So the answer here will be minus 2. Why? Because the base is minus 2 and the height is minus 2. So the area is minus 2. Then I do the integral from minus 1 till 0. Sorry, here is 0. From minus 1 till 0, it's base times height over 2. So 1, the base is 1, the height is 1. So 1 times 2 over 2, which is 1. Then from 0 till 2, sorry again, from 0 till 2, I have this rectangle. So 2 times 2 length times width, it will give you 4. Then from 2 till 3, it's a right triangle. Base is 1, height is 1, so it is 1. And from 3 till 7, it's a circle whose radius is 1, because this is the center. So it will be pi r squared over 2 minus 4 pi over 2. It's negative. Why? Because it's below. So you're going to get minus 6.28. And if you want to do the integral now from minus 3 till 7, it will be the sum minus 2 plus 1 plus 4 plus 1 minus 6.28. It will be minus 2.28. In the second question, they wanted in absolute value. Because they wanted in absolute value, so I do it in absolute value each one. So it will be 2 plus 1 plus 4 plus 1 plus 6.28. Now they want us to find f of these points given big f of minus 3 and equal to 7. And don't forget that big f of x, we said, it is integral from f of x dx. So please, I want you to take this remark that here I don't have any number, because if you have something else, we're going to see in coming examples. So we'll do it another way. We can do it directly. So here it's indefinite integral Okay, so I want to start by f of minus 3 equal to 7 given. This is the given. So they want us to find f of minus 2. So I use the property that we have wrote it up, this property. The number here you put it, it will be upper, and the number below it will be where here. And these are the primitive, and this is the integrand of big F of x. So let us start. So I want f of minus 3. So I put the minus 3 up. Given the 0, where I put the 0 down. So it will be integral from 0 till minus 3 of small f of x plus big F of this one here, f of 0. Now, because 0 is bigger than minus 3, so I must put minus before and permute. Instead of doing minus before and permute, so I want from 0 till minus 3. So this area upper and below, but because I need to put minus, so I put 2 minus 1, just the opposite, 2 minus 1, and f of 0 is given minus 5, so the answer will be minus 4. After minus 3, they want us to find big F of minus 1. So similarly, minus 1, I put it up. The one before that I found, I put it below, minus 3, plus F of minus 3. Minus 3 is smaller than minus 1. I don't have any problem now. So from minus 3 till minus 1, I have minus 2, and big F of minus 3, I found it up, is minus 4. So the answer is minus 6. Then we want F of 0. F of 0, I put it up, as we said, and the one we found, we put it down. So it's from minus 1 till 0, so it's 1. And you have minus 6 for F of minus 1 is minus 5. Similarly, 2 up, here 0 down, plus F of 0. From 0 till 2, it's 4. And you have minus 5 up, it will be minus 1. F of 3, 3 up, and the one before 2. So from 2 till 3, as you can see, it's 1, and minus 1, it's 0. And F of 7, it is, you put 7 up and the 3 down, plus big F of 3. So from 3 till 7, it's minus 6.28, plus big F of 3, which is 0. I have the solution. Property 2 is the average value. The average value is a formula. The average value of f of x on interval AB is nothing else 1 over b minus a integral from a till b of f of x dx. Anytime you have an equation where you're going to find the average value of f of x and given an interval, you do this one. Without interval, no. You do it f of x over b minus a. But because I have interval, so I do integral. Find the average value of f of x on minus 2 and 3. So I do the integral. So the average is nothing else 1 over b minus a. So 3 minus minus 2, it will be 1 over 3 plus 2. Integral from minus 2 to 3 of f of x. If you do the integral 3x cubed over 3, it's x cubed. Here minus 2x squared over 2 minus x squared. And integral of minus 1 minus x. If you replace first by 3, then minus, you replace by minus 2, you can check, you have that answer, and this is the solution. So what is the difference between this problem and the problem we did it before, the areas? Here I have it, it's not definite. Before, as I told you, don't forget, I want to mention that before up it was a definite indefinite integral. Now I have it definite. So if I want to find big F of any number, I just replace. So I don't use anymore the property that I have. Even if I want to use this property, it will lead to the same answer. So nonsense to use this one. So directly here, I can find it. So now, what's the first question? I want to evaluate these. I want f of minus 3, so I just replace x by minus 3. Then f of minus 2. You're going to see all of these are written down. So let us start. So first of all, they want us to find f of minus 3. As I said, you have from 3 till x. Anything you replace here, you must put it up. So we had big F of x, let me put it, equal integral from 3 till x of small f of x. Okay, so if I want f of minus 3, just I replace it by f of minus 3. So it will be integral from 3 till minus 3. Again, since this is bigger and it's not up, it's down, so I must put opposite of all area. So I have found this area. This is a right triangle base times height over 2 triangle. This is a rectangle, triangle, square here. You can find it, and this is a rectangle. These are the areas. So it's from 3 till minus 3. Instead of saying it's 3 plus 9 plus 1.5, because this I must permute it, it will be minus 3 minus 9 minus 1.5. This is the answer. I want f of minus 2, so I put here minus 2. It will be from 3 till minus 2. Also, I must permute because 3 is bigger and is below. So from 3 till minus 2, instead of saying 3 plus 9, I say minus 3 minus 9. I want f of 1, so 3 till 1, also below is bigger. From 1 till 3, so from 3 till 1, and from here till here, instead of saying is 3, what do I say? It's minus 3. So forget this is minus 3 by mistake. From 3 till 3, f of 3, 3 till 3, you all know if these are equal, it's 0. And I want f of 4. F of 4, it will be from 3 till 4. From 3 till 4, this is 3 till 4, it will be minus 1 minus 4. So from 3, this is 3 till, 3 till 4, this is 4, it will be minus 1. From f of 6, so from 3 till 6, so it will be minus 1 minus 4 minus 5. And f of 7, it will be minus 1 minus 4 minus 1, which is minus 6. In the problem after, they want us, what does this mean? We all know this is this is the primitive of the integral from 3 till minus 3 f of x. What does this mean? This means it's the area, nothing else than the area bounded between f of x. This is f of x, the x-axis, and the 2 points or the 2 lines x equal minus 3, 3. So it will be that region. What is f of 2 minus f of 4? This is not big, this is a small. F of 2 is this elevation here. This is f of 2, the elevation from here till here. And minus f of 4 is this elevation. So I'm going to do the upper elevation minus the below elevation. So what does this mean? The difference between the two elevation between f of 2 and f of 4. Because I'm talking about small, not about bigger. Now, what do they need? They need us to find what does f of b minus f of a over b minus a. First of all, big f of b minus big f of a, as you all know, this is the integral from a till b of small f of x dx. And if I divide it by b minus a, it is nothing else than the average value of the integral. It is nothing else than the average value of f of x on interval ab. They want us to find f prime of 3.5. So if you want to find f prime, this is f of x. F of x, as you all know, it's the integral. F of x is the integral of small f of x dx. So if you want to derive it, we took before the derivative. If you want to derive it, big f prime of x is what? F of x, small f of x. So that's why if you want it at 3.5, it's nothing else than f of 3.5. And f of 3.5, this is f of 3.5 is nothing else. This is 3.5. If you go down, it's nothing else than minus 1. Then they want f prime of 3.5. This is the function f of x. They want the derivative. It means the slope at the point 3.5. It's nothing else than the slope of that line. If you take these 2 points, 3, 0, and 4 minus 2, and if you do the slope, it will be the slope of the line, which is rise over 9, and which is rise over run, which is negative, and because decreasing equal minus 2. Now I'm going to stop here. We're going to continue later by change of base in integral. It's very simple. So I will see you in the second video, and its title will be change of base in integral. Hope that you got and understood everything. I want you to subscribe for this channel, to tell about your friends in schools, universities, for freshman years, whatever, to so that they can learn more. Thank you.